Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Dentistry to the Point. This is Dr. Saloni Jain and in this video we'll be dealing with leukoplakia. Now leukoplakia is very important topic for say of oral pathology also and even for oral medicine. मतलब ये दोनों जगह important है, दोनों जगह it comes as a long note question, also a viva question. So it is very important topic for both the subjects. So be with me in the video. Let's get started. Now, the term leukoplakia was coined by Schwimmer in 1877. And leukoplakia itself it derived from two Greek words in which the word leuko means white and plakia means patch. So it itself stays white patch. Now, there are several definitions given for leukoplakia, but WHO definition, that is the most accepted definition of leukoplakia, says that it is a white patch or a plaque. It is a white patch or a plaque which is not characterized clinically or pathologically as any other disease. Okay. Now, a tagline you can say, or an opening line, or a line that goes or that makes you understand whole of the leukoplakia topic is that, or in an easy way you can say leukoplakia is nothing but it is a white patch or a whitish patch which is seen on the oral mucosa. Okay, and why this is white in color? Because of the increase in the surface keratin layer. जो केराटिन लेयर होती है उसका इंक्रीज होता है, जब केराटिन लेयर्स का इंक्रीज होता है तो देयर इज एन अपीयरेंस ऑफ व्हाइटिश पैच ऑन द ओरल म्यूकोसा which cannot be scraped off or removed from the oral mucosa. Now this is a distinguishing line or a characteristic line which distinguishes this from candidiasis, as candidiasis is also white plaque, that is a white patch on the oral mucosa, but it can be scraped off or rubbed off if you move a piece of cotton or gauze over it, but leukoplakia cannot be rubbed off. Now, moving on to the classification of leukoplakia. Now, leukoplakia is divided into several types. Okay, so first is based on the clinical appearance. So, firstly, it is of two types. One is homogeneous, that is overall white in appearance, and second is non-homogeneous, that is not overall white in appearance. Okay, so in homogeneous, the homogeneous one is further divided into four categories. Now, the first one is flat as in smooth surface. The second one is corrugated मतलब ऐसा pleated appearance या parallel ridge appearance जो होता है वो. The third one is pumice like, that is it has fine lines in it, and the fourth one is wrinkled, or you can say dry mud surface, or cracked mud appearance, that way. Now the second category of non-homogeneous or heterogeneous, as you can say, it also has four types. The first one is speckled or nodular leukoplakia. Now as the name suggests, here what you see is there are white specks or nodules. Okay, there are white specks or nodules on an erythematous base, that is a red base is present on which there are white specks in it. Homogeneous में you had full of a white patch. Either you have a red patch with a tint of white dots in it or white specks in it. So this is a nodular or speckled one. The second one is your erythroleukoplakia, where leukoplakia is associated with erythroplakia. Now, erythroplakia has to be dealt separately as a topic. The third category in the non-homogeneous one, you have verrucous leukoplakia. That is your proliferations. Your proliferation, as you have seen, papillary proliferations are seen in this type. And fourth one is the ulcerated leukoplakia, where you see that red margins are there on a white patch. You have a white patch around which there are red margins. Okay, so that's an ulcerated leukoplakia. So these are the classifications. Also, depending upon the histology, leukoplakia can be dysplastic leukoplakia. It can be leukoplakia with epithelial dysplasia or leukoplakia without epithelial dysplasia. Now, epithelial dysplasia is also a short topic which I'll be making a separate video on because it has got several features. So please stay tuned for that video also. Moving on to the etiopathogenesis of leukoplakia. So in etiopathogenesis, there are several factors which are responsible for causing leukoplakia. Firstly, we'll see tobacco. Now, since tobacco, as we know, it contains some chemical ingredients in it or chemical irritants in it, like your nicotine, your picoline, pyrimidine. So these are your local irritants which cause harm to the oral epithelium, or they alter the oral epithelium. So these are responsible for leukoplakia or leading cause of leukoplakia. Now tobacco can be in any form, like your smokeless tobacco in the form of your snuffs or chewing tobacco, or tobacco in the form of smoking tobacco, like your BD, cigarettes, cigars, like these. Secondly, in the similar way is alcohol. Now, alcohol is also one thing which plays a similar role as tobacco, as it causes burning sensation and irritation of the oral mucosa, and thus promoting what we say oral epithelium, harming your oral epithelium. Now, thirdly, can be any kind of chronic irritation. Now, any kind of trauma to the oral epithelium or local irritations continuously happening to the oral epithelium, like any kind of malocclusions or broken teeth or root tips or ill-fitted dentures, okay, any sharp cusp in the mouth. So, these are the factors which will continuously irritate your buccal mucosa, right? The buccal mucosa is the one thing which is going to be continuously irritated by these factors. तो उनकी वजह से भी हो सकता है कि वो इरिटेट करने की वजह से क्या होता है, इट प्रमोट्स मोर केराटिनाइजेशन ऑफ द एपिथेलियम और ओरल एपिथेलियम, तो दैट प्रमोट्स मोर और दैट कैन प्रमोट ल्यूकोप्लेकिया. Also, certain things like candida. Now, candida is a very important disease. Candidiasis as well as syphilis. Now, these have close associations with leukoplakia. They can also promote leukoplakia. Okay, so candidal leukoplakia is also one type of leukoplakia where there is candidiasis or there is leukoplakia and there are chances of occurring candidiasis to it. Also, syphilis. Now, in tertiary syphilis, there is whitish discoloration of the tongue also. So, there is also a close association, or syphilis can also predispose to leukoplakia. Now, in a similar way, there are some nutritional deficiencies or vitamin deficiencies, like vitamin A deficiency. It causes, keratinization of the oral epithelium. अगर उसका deficiency हुआ तो more of keratinization होता है, which can lead to leukoplakia. Also, some kind of hormones or any kind of medicines or drugs like your anticholinergics can predispose to leukoplakia. So, there are several reasons or several causative factors for leukoplakia. Moving on to the clinical features of leukoplakia. Now, if you follow my video, you would have known that I always start the clinical features of any disease with SAC, that is SAC. S is for sex, A is for age, and C is for common thing. Okay. Now, these three things make you the three most common points of the clinical features. सबसे पहला you have S, that is sex. So, in sex, here we see that there is a male predominance here, or the male predilection is seen, like males are more commonly affected than females. In the age category, you see that it is more commonly prevalent in the age groups after 30 or 40 years, as in 35 to 40 years and above. At that category, it is more commonly seen. Okay, and the common thing is that it commonly involves firstly your buccal mucosas and the commissures or the corners of the mouth. Okay, and these are the more common things, but likely it can also involve your soft palate, hard palate, gingiva, your tongue, everything, floor of the mouth, etc. But the common ones being your buccal mucosa, that is commonly seen on the buccal mucosa, and the commissures or the corners of the mouth. Now, moving on, like as I've told you, the tagline itself says it's a white patch, and also we have seen the classification where अपन ने different types पढ़े हैं, where we know कि there is speckled also ये. So, depending on that, there can be clinical varieties or clinical types of leukoplakia. For example, firstly, we can see, initially what we see is your mild form of leukoplakia or thin leukoplakia or pre-leukoplakia, where you just see a slight or mild reaction or white line on the oral epithelium or the oral mucosa, wherever it is involving, say buccal mucosa. So, you see a small line or a small patch there. Then you go to your homogeneous leukoplakia or thick leukoplakia, where there is an extensive area of white patch that is seen on the oral mucosa, wherever on the oral mucosa. So, that is your homogeneous leukoplakia or your normal, that accounts for actually the most common leukoplakia is the homogeneous leukoplakia. That accounts for 84% of the cases. मतलब majority of the people में you will see this condition where you will see an extensive patch occurring usually on the buccal mucosa as it's being the most common site. तो वहाँ पे आपको दिखेगा कि अच्छा extensive white patch दिख रहा है, थोड़ा wrinkly patch दिख रहा है. So that is the extensive one. उसके बाद as we have seen your nodular or speckled leukoplakia, तो definitely उस type का clinical appearance अलग होगा. So the clinical features are nothing but the clinical types और एक को you are explaining. So in speckled one, what you will see an erythematous base or a red base on which you will see small specks, pinhead sized spots of white spots. So that's a type of speckled. In varicose, you see a papillary proliferation, an exophytic growth you can see. Okay, so these are the various clinical types. मतलब जो अपन ने classification पढ़ा है उसी को आपने क्लिनिकल फीचर्स में डाला और उनको आपने एक एक को डिस्क्राइब कर दिया कि इस टाइप में, जैसे मैंने बोला था अल्सरेटेड है तो यू विल सी रेड मार्जिन अराउंड अ वाइट पैच, तो दैट वे यू सी. So these are the clinical features or the clinical types corresponding to the clinical appearance or clinical features of leukoplakia. Now there is a staging of leukoplakia that is based on the size of the leukoplakia and the pathology as seen. Now because leukoplakia can be identified at different stages, कि किसी के मुंह में वो किस स्टेज पे आइडेंटिफाई होता है, तो एक ग्रेडिंग है, एक स्टेजिंग बना दी गई है so that you do not get confused कि वो कौन से स्टेज पर है, because ल्यूकोप्लेकिया हैज गॉट अ मैलिग्नेंट पोटेंशियल एज वेल. ठीक है, ऑब्वियसली वो प्री मैलिग्नेंट मैंने बोला ही है कि दैट्स अ प्री मैलिग्नेंट लेजन. ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज अ प्री मैलिग्नेंट लेजन एंड अ कंडीशन, सो वी हैव मेड अ सेपरेट वीडियो ऑन दिस, so please do check out that video. I'll give the link in the description box and also pop an I button here, so you go through that video where we have definitely given the definitions with their examples. Now staging में मैंने बोला as it is based on the size as well as on the pathology. So L denotes the size and P denotes the pathology. So in L category you have 4 and in P you have 3. So for L सबसे पहले you have your L1, that is the size of leukoplakia less than 2 centimeters. Then you have L2, that is size of leukoplakia between 2 to 4 centimeters. Then you have L3, size of leukoplakia greater than 4 centimeters. And then you have LX, that is size not specified. Similarly, in the P or the pathology thing, you have 3 categories in which the first is P0, that is no epithelial dysplasia seen. P0 or P0 आप जिसको बोल सकते हो. Then second one is your P1, that is distinct epithelial dysplasia seen, and then is PX, that is dysplasia not seen. Okay, now there is clinical staging when we combine these two L and the P in their forms. So the first stage is your L1 P0. The second stage is your L2 P0. The third stage is your L3 P0 or L1 L2 P1. And the fourth stage is your L3 P1. Got the concept? मतलब जैसे मैंने बोला फर्स्ट स्टेज है L1 P0, तो हमने बोला L1 क्या होता है कि साइज ऑफ द ल्यूकोप्लेकिया इज लेस देन 2 सेंटीमीटर, और P0 क्या होता है कि देयर इज नो एपिथेलियल डिस्प्लेसिया सीन. तो इन दोनों को कंबाइन कर दिया कि देयर इज दिस काइंड ऑफ ल्यूकोप्लेकिया हैज अ साइज व्हिच इज लेस देन 2 सेंटीमीटर विद नो एपिथेलियल डिस्प्लेसिया सीन. Okay, so this is the clinical staging of leukoplakia. Moving on to the histological features of leukoplakia. So in histology, as you see, there is first thing is कि white patch आ रहा है. So the main reason for this is your keratinization, that is hyperkeratinization or surface keratosis you can see, that is increased in the keratin layer, जिसकी वजह से whitish patch आ रहा है. सबसे पहला point. दूसरा इज एपिथेलियल डिस्प्लेसिया फीचर्स. मैंने आपको क्लासिफिकेशन में ऑल्सो मेंशन कि ल्यूकोप्लेकिया में अगर एपिथेलियल डिस्प्लेसिया दिखेगा तो भी हो सकता है या बहुत बार नहीं भी दिख सकता है. नाउ एपिथेलियल डिस्प्लेसिया एज मेंशन्ड इज अ सेपरेट टॉपिक व्हिच वी विल बी डीलिंग. ओके, तो उसके कुछ 12 पॉइंट्स है सेपरेटली व्हिच आई विल बी शोइंग यू विद द हेल्प ऑफ डायग्राम्स ऑल्सो, एंड आई विल मेक अ सेपरेट वीडियो ऑन दिस. बट अभी के लिए यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि certain features like drop shape ready ridges or acanthosis or hyperchromatism, this can also be seen in leukoplakia if epithelial dysplastic features are present in leukoplakia. So this is about the histology of leukoplakia. More you'll understand once you'll see the epithelial dysplasia video. Now moving on to the diagnosis. Now diagnosis can be clinical diagnosis firstly कि आपने देखा लेजन को, आपको एक white patch दिखा और उसमें टोबैको का भी है, मतलब कि द पेशेंट गिव्स एन हिस्ट्री ऑफ टोबैको और ऑल्सो इट कैन नॉट बी वाइप्ड ऑफ और इट कैन नॉट बी रिमूव्ड, तो इट इज ल्यूकोप्लेकिया, आप ऐसा बोल सकते हो. सेकेंडली यू कैन से कि देयर इज बायोप्सी यू टेक. ओके, यू टेक अ बायोप्सी फ्रॉम दैट लेजन एंड यू सी ऑल दीज हिस्टोलॉजिकल फीचर्स एज डिस्कस्ड कि आपको हाइपरकेराटोसिस दिख रहा है या फिर यू सी अकैंथोसिस और यू सी एनी काइंड ऑफ हाइपरक्रोमैटिज्म, सो आप उसको बोल सकते हो कि दिस इज ऑल्सो अ डायग्नोस्टिक फीचर फॉर ल्यूकोप्लेकिया. नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू द ट्रीटमेंट. नाउ द ट्रीटमेंट इज ऑल्सो वेरी सिंपल. जो अभी तक पढ़ा है उसको अपन लाइन टू लाइन रख दो. सबसे पहले अपन ने बोला कि वी हैव टू रिमूव द ईटियोलॉजी. ईटियोलॉजी क्या थी आपका था टोबैको च्यूइंग इन द फॉर्म ऑफ योर सिगरेट्स और सिगार्स और अल्कोहल कंजम्पशन. तो ये सब जो चीज है द पेशेंट हैज टू स्टॉप दिस फर्स्ट, सबसे पहले तो. सेकेंड, यू हैव क्रॉनिक इरिटेशन रिलेटेड टू एनीथिंग लाइक you have that ill fitted dentures या फिर कोई शार्प कस्प या ब्रोकन टीथ या माल ऑक्लूजन जो क्रॉनिक इरिटेशन कॉज कर रहा है, तो यू हैव टू ट्रीट दैट कॉज. ऑल्सो हमने बोला कि देर इज एसोसिएशन और प्रीडिस्पोजिशन टू ल्यूकोप्लेकिया ड्यू टू सिफिलिस और कैंडिडियासिस. सो अगर वो है तो उसको भी आपको रूल आउट करना पड़ेगा, पहले उसको क्योर करना पड़ेगा, तो अल्टीमेटली यू क्योर अप विद द ल्यूकोप्लेकिया. ऑल्सो कुछ कंजर्वेटिव थेरेपीज हो सकती है, जैसे एज वी मेंशन ईटियोलॉजी ही गिव्स यू द ट्रीटमेंट प्लान. ओके, एज यू मेंशन कि विटामिन की डेफिशिएंसी की वजह से, सो विटामिन ए डेफिशिएंसी के लिए विटामिन ए सप्लीमेंट्स आप दे सकते हो, विटामिन बी सप्लीमेंट्स दे सकते हो, रेटिनॉइड्स दे सकते हो, तो उसकी वजह से वो कवर अप कर लेगा. एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स यू कैन ऑल्सो गिव. जैसे न्यूट्रिशनल डेफिशिएंसी है तो यू फुलफिल द न्यूट्रिशनल डेफिशिएंसी. ऑल्सो अगर अब ज्यादा ही वो पोटेंशियल्स मतलब बढ़ रहा है एंड इट्स नॉट उनसे वो गेटिंग कंट्रोल बाय द कंजर्वेटिव ट्रीटमेंट, देन यू मूव टू द सर्जिकल पार्ट. दैट इज कि आप सर्जिकल एक्सिजन कर सकते हो, यू कैन डू क्रायो सर्जरी, यू कैन डू इलेक्ट्रोकॉटरी. तो ये सब चीजें ऑल्सो यू कैन डू देन. ऐसा मतलब कि अगर कंजर्वेटिव नहीं हुआ तो देन यू मूव ऑन टू द सर्जिकल ट्रीटमेंट. गॉट द थिंग? So this is all about leukoplakia. I hope you got this, you understood this, because this is a very important topic. Most common question in oral pathology as well as oral medicine also. So be thorough with this topic. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time we upload a video. Thank you.